Hey everybody, I'm Aaron Simmons. This is Philosophy for Where We Find Ourselves, May 22nd, 2020. Today I want to talk about something that I actually think deserves more of our attention in light of what the pandemic has done to colleges and universities. And that is the question of what really is the task of a university in the first place? What role does higher education and the academy play in our social lives? In order to develop these ideas today, I'm going to draw on the work of Michel Henry. For Henry, what it means to be an individual is to be a unique instance of the performance of living. In other words, what matters about universities is not that they prepare us for jobs, but that they invite us to understand what matters about living as such. They are culture creators. They are not merely culture reflectors. In much of today's society, colleges and universities have become little more than just employee factories. We create employees and then we listen to the CEOs and the corporate world dictate to us about what they want those employees to look like. Now, unfortunately, this is reinforced by the very prospective students and their parents who expect that what they're gonna pay for when they go to college is to become the right kind of employee so that they then can narrate their life on a very precisely corporatized conception of human existence. Who it is that we are, simply producers. We are cogs in the machine, but that's okay so long as we get paid enough to narrate our supremacy over others. We act as if our significance is grounded in the job that we have, rather than recognizing jobs exist as a result of the fact of human significance. We are creators, we are innovators, we are living things. That's Henry's point. And he suggests that there are two reasons why the universities have abdicated their role as culture creation and have instead basically become shills for corporate capitalistic culture. These two reasons are as follows. One, we have eliminated the marginality of universities. They must be distinctive in society. They must be places that are actively different than the world for which they are preparing us. Now notice, here the idea would be we're not preparing students for the real world, but instead we are preparing them to become world creators themselves. We've invited them to make worlds, not simply become employees in the world made by the historically empowered. The second reason that Henry thinks the universities have abdicated their role, have lost their status, is because we've become so focused on responding to the parental demand to let the degree be worth something in economic terms that we have forgotten to train society in what it is that desires might look like relative to flourishing human existence. Right now, when we're having to go through difficult economic times, it is crucial that universities pivot to be able to make revenue streams that are in fact anchored in their true purpose, that are recognizing we invest our money in order to be part of that creative, living activity that universities foster. So long as we think that we lose money when we do really what universities are about, we may make money in the short term, but it will come at the cost of living in a society where culture has died because there are no longer spaces that are marginal, distinctive, and discrete, where we get to think well about what it looks like to flourish and live in community differently. I know this was heavy today, and I thank you for staying with me. I'll see you tomorrow, unless a piano falls on our heads.